There are no coincidences in the realm of energy. If you found this message, it's because something within you is ready to remember. Not just believe, but remember. Because long before you chased money, before bills and balances ruled your peace of mind, your soul already knew a frequency, a vibration ancient and precise, coded within a psalm. This isn't about religion, it's about resonance. Sacred texts have always been more than just words. They're layered sequences, sound frequencies that carry intent, activation keys for dormant parts of your reality. And when spoken or felt even for 30 seconds, that energy begins to respond. Financial energy included. Think of the psalm not as a prayer, but as a portal, a vibrational pattern that communicates with the unseen architecture of your life. And like any blueprint, when aligned properly, it starts building, not with bricks, but with events, opportunities, people. This is metaphysics, not magic. And your voice, your belief, is the switch. Science has already proven that sound impacts matter. Now imagine what divinely coded sound can impact within your field. Every word of the psalm you're about to hear is a vibration. And those vibrations, when received in full presence, even for half a minute, begin to carve new paths where financial resistance once lived. What you're about to do is not passive. It's participation, not a wish, but an alignment. Because 30 seconds is not just time, it's a choice. One that realigns your field to abundance already surrounding you, waiting for the moment you finally tune in. Your mind is not just a receiver of thoughts, it's a tuning fork, vibrating, signaling, attracting. Most people think money comes from effort, but effort without alignment is just noise. What truly opens financial flow is the clarity of vibration you emit before action even begins. That psalm you heard, or are about to hear, resonates because your subconscious recognizes its tone. When your mind hears the right frequency, it doesn't just process words, it syncs, it shifts. And that shift begins to reshape your financial reality in silence, beneath thought, beneath logic. Like water shaping stone, slow, subtle, unstoppable. You've likely noticed that some people attract abundance without force, while others struggle endlessly. That's not luck, it's vibrational congruence. Their inner tone matches the tone of abundance, and your mind can do the same, but it needs stillness, it needs presence, it needs intention. Repeating that psalm is not about repetition, it's about recalibration. Each word carries the weight of centuries of belief, trust, surrender. When spoken through your voice with awareness, they echo not only into the world, but into your energetic field. And from that field, life begins to mirror what you've become. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are tuned to. That's why it's not about speaking louder, praying harder, or working longer. It's about vibrating differently. It's about using your mind not to demand, but to direct. Not to chase money, but to resonate with it, until money begins to respond. We've been conditioned to believe that transformation takes time, that it requires struggle, long processes, and external proof. But in the energetic realm, time is not linear. It bends, it folds, it stretches depending on the state of your consciousness. That's why 30 seconds, when truly present, can collapse timelines that used to take years. When you engage with a frequency like the one embedded in this psalm, with full attention, something shifts. Not out there, but within. And once the shift happens internally, reality begins to rearrange itself. Not because of wishful thinking, but because your signal has changed. The external must eventually reflect the internal. It's law. Think about how a single moment of clarity, gratitude, or deep peace can feel eternal. Time seems to dissolve. That's not a glitch. It's a glimpse into how powerful your awareness truly is. If those 30 seconds are filled with aligned emotion, spoken word, and presence, they become a concentrated charge of vibrational command. This is where metaphysics meets mystery. You're not manipulating time, you're stepping outside the illusion that time is your master. Frequency doesn't require a clock to function. The psalm becomes a container for your intention, your faith, and your alignment. And in that brief moment, you become a co-creator of what flows next. So when you speak, don't rush, don't perform, feel. Let each syllable stretch through your awareness like ripples through water. Those 30 seconds are not small, they're sacred. And in that sacred space, scarcity starts to lose its grip. You're not waiting for change. You are the change, starting now. Before anything becomes physical, it exists in vibration. Every reality you could live, wealth or lack, clarity or confusion, already vibrates somewhere. And the version you experience is not chosen by chance, but by frequency. That's the root of all manifestation. The psalm, when spoken with energy, is not asking for money. It's tuning you into the version of yourself where money flows. This is where most people get lost. They speak affirmations but feel fear. They visualize abundance while vibrating in scarcity. The universe doesn't respond to words, it responds to vibration. And vibration is made of belief, emotion, and energy. The psalm is simply a tool, a sacred one, that helps align those three. When you speak the psalm, don't focus on the words alone, focus on the state it brings. Let the words become rhythm, and the rhythm become frequency. That shift is where manifestation begins. Not from effort, but from embodiment. You don't manifest by trying. You manifest by becoming. And that becoming begins in silence, right before the sound. The law of vibration operates constantly, whether you're conscious of it or not. Your financial situation today isn't a punishment or reward. It's a mirror. And mirrors don't lie, they reflect. But when you change the image you project, the reflection must obey. That's the law. That's the power you forgot you had. And now, through 30 conscious seconds of spoken vibration, you remind the field who you are. You return to alignment. You vibrate as if it were already yours, not with desperation, but with certainty. That's when energy listens. That's when money moves. That's when what was unseen begins to take form. You are not just a body seeking solutions. You are a bridge between the visible and the invisible, the material and the metaphysical. Faith in its purest form is not about hoping something will happen. It's about vibrating as if it already has. That's the hidden frequency within true faith, a resonance so deep that it reshapes your entire field before evidence appears. This is why the psalm works, not through superstition, but through alignment. Every word spoken in belief is amplified. And when your energy meets the vibration of sacred sound, something unlocks. That something is not outside of you. It's a layer of you you've forgotten, a wealth of intuition, guidance, and magnetic pull toward all that already belongs to you. You were never disconnected from abundance, only distracted. Faith brings you back, not to the money, but to the energy that attracts it. And when you speak from that place, the universe listens differently. Because now you're not begging, you're harmonizing. The financial shift you seek isn't far away. It's one decision, one aligned action, one elevated thought away. And the psalm is the catalyst. But not because of what it does to the outside world, because of what it awakens inside you. When that inner light switches on, the outer world begins to glow in response. You are the vessel. The psalm is the key. But the ignition, the frequency that sets everything in motion, comes from your willingness to believe before the result. That is faith. That is frequency. And that is where the shift begins and never stops.